Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Comfort Udo and this is Just to Comfy. If you're stumbling upon this channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Do well to hit that red subscribe button and the post notification button. That way you always get notified when I post a new video. So yeah guys, today I told you guys I'm going to be taking you guys along on village vlogs. So yeah, we're actually going to the farm. We're going to harvest. Yeah, I want to harvest cassava. Ignore my face, just ignore the reaction on my face. I will deal with it. So we're going to harvest cassava. Mom talked about harvesting this cassava long before now. Guys, this is really terrible, but don't look at it, just ignore it. So mom has been talking about going to harvest cassava since, and I told her she shouldn't go. She should actually wait for me. Yeah, I told her not to go because I wanted to take you guys along, and she was really in support. I told her I needed to take you guys along because I know there are some people that doesn't really know how Gary is gotten and the processes and stuff. Come on, when it comes to farm, baby girl doesn't like farm at all. Like I have farm, we have not been friends all my life. We've always been paying people to plant for us. Back then when I was growing up, we have farms, but we are not the ones planting. We do pay people to plant, pay people to weed, then we'll just go and harvest. That's how we do it. But 2020, during the lockdown phase, everybody had to be at home. So I tend to start learning how to farm, because 2020, I would say 2020 was a year I went to farm, and I knew I went to farm. So most of the things I learned about farm was actually 2020. So yeah. Right, so today we are going to the farm, so I'm just going to take you guys along. I'll show you guys the cassava plantation we have and how the cassava looks like and when we harvest it, and I'll take you guys through the process of production till it gets to Gary. So that's basically what this video will be about. I promised you guys village content, and trust me, I'm just going to come up with it. So this video is going to be about everything about Gary processing here. So that's what this video is going to be about. So stay tuned and enjoy the ride. So right now we are at the farm. This farm is quite big and is in sections. So this side now you're seeing at my back is where we planted since last year. So I think the cassavas here are up to a year, right? Yes. This cassavas here are up to a year. So these are the side that we are uprooting. Then if you check at my back, this I don't know if you guys can see very well, but I'm going to get closer to that side. Those ones are still very new, and we have corn there and melon and all those things. When I get down to that side, I'm going to show you guys. So right now we are harvesting the cassavas in this side. That's the ones that are matured. So yeah, let's do the harvesting together. One stick. So guys, I don't know if you can see me, but I believe you can see me from there. This is how the cassava stem looks like. And remember, we only planted just one stem, like one stem from let me show. Like as if we want to plant. It's just something like this that we put in the ground. Let me come closer so that you guys see me. So just something like this. They just put one stem on the ground, and that's what produced all this massive yield, because I must really say it's massive. Like what we are harvesting right now is very massive. So as usual, my job here is to be packing these things into the bag and then we'll not take it home. So that's my job here right now. This same cassava job made me to enter trouble with my dad when I was growing up. They left me in the farm to carry cassava on my head and go to the house. So this is just my job. I'm going to be packing it to the bags till they are full and we'll take it to the car. So stay tuned and watch us as we harvest. Then after now, I'm going to take you guys to the other side. That's where it's planted newly. But this side is the old last year planting. Because the farm is pretty big. So this section, like from here down, is last year planting. And I'll show you the new plantings and the corn we have here, the melon, just in case you guys don't know how corn looks like a melon. I'm going to show you guys. I'm your farmer for today, so come along with us.
Have to put only one stem
Yeah, just one
on
stem,
the ground so that they will not struggle for food.
yeah, so that there will be no competition. Because if you put like 3 or 4, they will be struggling for the nutrients. And if you manage to put fertilizer, all of them will be trying to eat that one fertilizer. So putting just one improves your yield compared to plenty.
Yes,
Wisdom.
that is all I have to tell everybody that is watching me harvesting.
So you can see what I was talking about. This thing now, this whole bunch of cassava you're seeing is just one stem that was planted, and see what we harvested. So it's better you plant one stem to avoid competition. So yeah.
That is one cotton.
Okay, one cassava cutting.
Cutting.
This is called cassava cutting. So it's better you plant just one. So this is the other section I was talking about. This is the one that was planted this year. So you can see this is the cassava here. This is the cassava stem, just one per mount. So this is the one that is planted this year. This is a section of planting this year. This is the section that was planted this year. So this is what is called corn. This is the common corn that everybody knows. This is it. This one has started fruiting already. And this is the cassava. Then this other one here you're seeing is melon. Some people call it egusi. Some people call it, my side is called ikun. So this is it. This is how it looks when it's still growing. You see the cassava that was planted this year has already started growing big already. You can see the corn. So this side is a new planting. Down to the other side.
Since I started reaping
Okay.
the fruit of cultivating just one cotton
Okay.
on a mount, I've been advising my neighbors in the farm that they should adopt that method, that they will make bumper harvest. But they don't take advice. They still put 3 and 4 on a mount, and at the end, what they will take at the end home will be very minimal, will not be something to write home about. So it is good to have a change on the positive side. If you realize that that thing is good and some people will advise you, do it this way, you must do it that way. So in order to achieve better results.
So you're advising that only one seedling. See, that's what you say.
Only
One cassava
cutting.
One cassava cutting. Jesus Christ. Did I just say seedling? One cassava cutting per mount. So you've heard it. If you plant one, you prefer the one you planted to planting 3 or 4 in a mount. Be on a mount.
If you look at the farm now,
Okay.
you will realize that those ones that were just one on a mount or 2, they will grow faster and then will bring about better yield.
Okay, you can see this one just
congested, like 4, 5, and so on. They will have stunted growth. because of competition for nutrients.
Okay.
And at the end, what you will take home, you will not be encouraged. Therefore, farm work is good. So, if you,
It has principles.
it has principles which must be followed. And so, we should not go to school and then neglect farm. Because after coming back from school, you need to eat. And what you will eat comes from the farm.
So that's my dad talking. People can hear. Farmers, indie farmers, gather here. Let's plant. But today we came to harvest, not planting. So actually, I think that will be all for the farm. Let's head over to the house and continue the cassava processing. Remember, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to process the cassava, from getting it from the farm as we just did to processing it into garri. So yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Yeah guys, so this is the cassava after harvesting. I know I told you guys I was going to show you guys the processing in this video, but it's going to make this video too long, so I'm going to show you guys on the next one. So if actually you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification bell so you get notified when I post the video.